What's up, everyone? This is Bacon, and today is another Dragon Traveler video. We're going to be looking at the new hero. There's a lot of updates that just came out, a few events, the new hero, 4 Saints, and just a lot of cool things coming in Dragon Traveler. So, first of all, she's a warrior hero. She is a otherworld type, which I personally love because I feel like my otherworld heroes just aren't very strong right now. Like for tower progression and stuff, I just feel like they're not doing so hot. And so I love that she has this type to her. She is looking very strong. Looking at just some early, plays of her and just what people are saying, she's looking pretty much like a must pull. So I personally will be pulling. I have 37,000 diamonds saved up. I will be pulling at the end of this video. So if you want to see my luck at the end, go ahead and check that out. But I'm excited for her. I think overall, my general impressions of the game at this point, after about a month, is that it's pretty free to play friendly if you are smart about how you do your polls and save different resources. But I'll save that for another video. But I'm just excited that I'm able to basically pull for her and having spent relatively minimal on this game. But 4 Saints, I believe, is a really strong hero. Let's take a look at her real quick. She is a warrior, so she's going to be right in the enemy's face, but not tanking necessarily. I feel like I don't really have a lot of warriors that are super strong, so I'm also excited about this. But when affected by shield, increases bonus damage by 26%. So when she has shields, she's obviously going to be stronger. So pairing her with different heroes that have a lot of shielding can be beneficial. I'm thinking of, oh, what is her name? She's like one of the main characters. Oberon. Oberon, I could see being good paired with her. As far as like a good frontline hero. But I just think, anyone who can produce a shield will probably be good. It also stacks, so it increases as you kind of progress. This is her ultimate. So rides a dragon toward the designated location, dealing up to 400% of attack as physical attack to each enemy in the path. If the current target lies in the path, it is knocked back in designated location. Upon arrival, deals physical damage, blah, blah, blah. And so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through all these. If there's enough interest, I will make a separate video for her. But personally, I think she is a must pull. I'm going to go ahead and pull 10 right now and then save the rest for later. No luck, but I'm excited to spend my diamonds because I also do need those resources. So another update. Let's start with the wedding. This is a Valentine's Day wedding event. If you go ahead and look in the corner, you can't see because I am currently blocking it, but there is these login rewards, so make sure you're getting these. Takes 2 hours to grow, yields 6 freesia when mature. So basically, you're gonna get these, and how are you gonna use those? Let's go to the garden. We're gonna plant some seeds, I guess, and then you're gonna progress. I can harvest other people's stuff. So, I guess as you level up your gardener level, you can see my level down here. I'm assuming once these, I do have some of these. So let's speed up. You can see this up here. You can speed them up, reduce some of the time, but after 2 hours, you can harvest them. And then as you're harvesting, kind of basically participating in the event, you will level up your gardener level, which will then increase the number of seeds that you can produce. So, I guess it's okay. I'm not like insane about this. You also have your dates. I'm not going to go through these because I don't really know what the heck these are going to be doing. But make sure you're doing these. You normally get good resources from these for the event. And then the Oda Rose is the pass for this event. I think let's take a look at the pass because I think it is a pretty strong one or pretty valuable one. So for $11, you get 10 of these. I think this is probably the biggest pull for it. Is the Mythic Summoning tickets. 15 or 10 is pretty good. That'll put me at 25. I've just started saving mine instead of just blindly pulling them. I realize it's a lot better to just pull in bulk versus just kind of doing them as you go. So I'm going to be saving mine for a while. Getting 30 tickets as well. Getting a skin if you're big into the skins is cool. Just a lot of like general resources. There's that. 16 of each. Like I feel like for $11, this is a lot of stuff. Obviously, you get this from the pass. You don't just get it all at once, so you have to kind of progress in the pass. But just do your dailies and your weeklies and make sure you're kind of being a little proactive with these, and you will you'll unlock these things just automatically. So that's some good stuff there. Let's take a look at the shop. Here is the skin for Oberon. Let's take a look at it. Loving the Starlight. I think the color scheme of it's really cool. I like the kind of grayish blue, silvery look. The sparkler is kind of fun too. Obviously, we got a lot of boobage because this is just dragon boobage. That's the name of the game, pretty much. I'm going to use my credits from my what I got for the previous event because it's a cool skin and I want it. You also get like slight stat bonuses from skins. Not that that's like a huge reason too. And then there's the hoe. Let's look at the hoe. Bride event item used to reclaim undeveloped land. Sure, let's buy it. Let's see what it does. I'm assuming it's going to be valuable if they're selling it. So let's see if there's anything I can do with the hoe. Maybe I need to level up my gardener level to use it is my assumption. So I guess I have the hose ready to use once I can. But yeah, this is the event in a nutshell. Here's all the skins. So you get this one from buying, this one from using the resources from the event. This one, I guess you get it from claim now for $31. Pretty hefty, honestly. This is for Athena. Oh, alrighty then. This is for Athena. I don't personally have Athena, so I'm not going to be going for this skin. And then for Azure Dragon, alrighty, there's another skin you can get from her event. So let's go ahead and go to hers now. I mean, they keep you busy with all these events. So here is hers. It looks like it's going to be exactly the same as the other events that we've seen for new heroes. You have the store where you can buy different things. You got the summoning packs, the free diamonds every day, the login loots. Thank you. The daily quests. Make sure you are being proactive with these because there's just a lot of free resources. And then your check-in. This is basically the storyline. And then you have this, daily boss thing that you can do. Make sure you're using the right heroes. Using heroes from these factions, you get bonus damage. And I believe that is also a quest to use like a certain amount of the heroes from those factions. And then let's take a look. No, I don't want that. Where is the... Yeah, and so here's the star up. I actually really like this. I think this is a fun one. So I might actually go for the 6 red star. What I've been doing is just getting 1 red star. I think getting 1 red star is very attainable for the average player. But I've gotten a lot of free summons just from, these events already. And you can get some free ones. And I also have a lot of diamonds kind of stocked up for this. So I think I could probably get to 6 red star if I get enough fodder. I think the fodder is going to be the thing that's holding me back. But I kind of like this little emblem. I might go for that. And then the skin, I just like collecting them just because I'm not like crazy about the skins in general because they're kind of crazy. But that's that. And then the next and final event that I want to talk about is the event where you're going to be pulling your potions. So let's see. Let's get some. I'm not going to spend those, but let's go ahead and show what that's going to look like. I guess I'll take that. But this is for this event right here. You will basically pull these and you'll progress in the event. For free to play, I would recommend saving up these until these events happen. Don't spend, like for example, don't spend your artifact summons until an artifact summon event comes, so on and so forth. So make sure you are waiting and saving for those. But overall, I mean, a lot of free stuff. I'm excited to kind of just enjoy and get all this stuff because I think it's gonna give me a lot of summons. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my daily so I can get as much stuff ready for my summons, and then let's go ahead and do some summons now. One more thing that I didn't mention. So in this, you basically are gonna be doing different storylines with certain characters to raise their intimacy, but you can also send, where is it at? You can also send flowers, which is what you are gardening or, fostering or whatever. So once your flowers are done growing, you can send them to increase their intimacy. You can see here, send flowers, and then here are my options. I don't have any currently because I haven't finished, but just keep that in mind. Make sure you're doing this because you can only do one of these a day. So I did one of the genie, I guess. I just skip through it all. I don't really care about this kind of stuff, but that's what that's gonna look like. So let's go ahead and jump into the summons. I got a few more diamonds from my autos, so let's take those. And then I'm gonna go ahead and literally just do everything. So let's get all 130, 131 total. I'm hoping with that amount to get 3 at least. I feel like that would be a slightly above good RNG. So let's go ahead and see what we can get. Nothing on this one. Ooh, we got a double? I don't know why that one. Oh, because it was my first one. So we pulled it, and then we got another one 3 later. That's really lucky. I will not complain about that. So 2 so far. And now we're just going to not hit it until the Mercy. Okay, we got a little bit before, so that's 3. Let's get a 4th. A 5th? Holy frick. All right. That's pretty lucky. That's some good RNG right there. Let's do the final one just in case. Nope, nothing. That's some good RNG. I will take 5 pulls with only 131 summons. That is pretty solid, honestly, because you get an automatic one every 60. Can't complain too much about that one, especially that early double pull. That was huge. But I'm excited to build her up. I think she is going to be really strong. I'm already seeing her as like an S tier hero. So I think if you have been saving to pull for a hero, I think for Saints, Azure Dragon, whatever you want to call her, is definitely someone that you might want to consider pulling for. She looks really strong. I'm excited to kind of try her out, and I'll probably make some more content once I have a better idea of how she operates. But thanks for watching, y'all. If you like this content, make sure you like and comment below. Subscribe if you want more Dragon Traveler content. I kind of just make random gacha content on this channel. My other channel is specifically for AFK Arena, but this one's just kind of a for fun, whatever channel. I like to talk about games outside of AFK Arena. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one, and as always, have a great rest of your day. Peace.